How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. Also, please head over to Twitch. Follow me at Douglas447, no caps, no spaces. I do streams from there from time to time, so make sure you guys head over there, follow me, and subscribe to me at Douglas447. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the film Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. And this ended up coming out late fall last year in 2019. And I didn't end up seeing it in theaters because the original Maleficent, with all this live action reboot stuff that Disney's been doing, I really haven't been impressed. I saw the first Maleficent just to check it out, see what they were going to do with the original Sleeping Beauty that Disney put out so many years ago, and to see how they could update it live action wise, see what they've changed, see what they've kept similar, what's Maleficent about. And then they announced that they were going to do a sequel a couple years later with Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, which is what we're going to be talking about. And I watched it on Disney Plus because it came out on Disney Plus, and I don't have any other movies to watch because of COVID-19 going on, so I can't go to the movie theaters. So I decided, let's give this a try because it's on Disney Plus, and I got Disney Plus. I wasn't all that excited and happy to watch this film at all. I mean, I saw the first one and I was like, okay, it was cool. To me, it didn't warrant this sequel, and I really hope that Disney doesn't make this into a Maleficent trilogy, because I have no interest still to see another one. I will end up seeing it if it comes to Disney Plus, but I have no interest in buying a ticket and seeing another Maleficent movie. I don't. So as always, we're going to talk about positives and negatives, and I will give you guys my final review score. And as always, I would like to know if you guys agree or disagree with me on the comments, or my score in the comment section down below. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy. So for positives, I think it was really cool, first of all, to see Warwick Davis. I said his name right. Warwick Davis. To see him do something besides Star Wars. Because if you guys don't know who Warwick Davis is, he is the Ewok in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. And he also was the Father Ewok in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. He was the Ewok that Princess Leia meets on Endor. And he was also the Father Ewok in the ending part of Rise of Skywalker. So he's a really good actor, and he's been in a bunch of other source material besides Star Wars. He's been in Phantom Menace and stuff, but he hasn't had like a big role. And it was really cool to see him actually have a significant part in this film, and him actually be important as to what was going on with the story. So I really enjoyed that. This film does give an interesting take on legends, as to legends can be told too many times, and it ends up making it where people will change the story to fit their own personal preference and agendas. And legends being told too many times can end up changing who is the actual true hero and true villain of the stories from who actually is the true hero and villain. So yeah, in this film we learn that both humans and Maleficent's kind have both good and evil inside of them, and it is a struggle for both of those sides to determine which one do they want to be a part of, which is really cool. The creature design in this film is phenomenal, top notch. Of course, it's Disney. Great CGI. We actually finally get to see what happens after the Aurora and Philip thing of being engaged and married, and we get to see a little bit more of like the ending of Sleeping Beauty, and we get to see that story be actually carried on. And I've always wondered, like, what happens after Sleeping Beauty's end, like what happens when Aurora and Philip are engaged, they get married after defeating Maleficent as the dragon and all that stuff. it was really cool to see that and see the mythology be expanded upon. We get to see the Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent universe grow and bloom, and it was really cool and really well done in that aspect. Um, the acting is fabulous, and it really helps to pull you into the universe. It really does a phenomenal job. In this movie, Maleficent to me seems like her power has been like amplified. Like she is super powerful in this film. She just does stuff because she needs to. She doesn't mess about. She does what she needs to get the job completed. We, and she ends up using her powers for good, but she goes about it in the wrong ways. We actually get to learn that there is more Maleficent's kind, and that because of human beings rising with so many cities and kings and queens, that Maleficent's kind has basically almost been wiped out. They're almost extinct. They're on the verge of it. And so that was a really cool concept to explore, to realize, maybe Maleficent isn't the last of her kind. Maybe there's more of them, but they're in hiding. That's why we haven't seen them for so long. Amazing action and fighting sequences. The battle against the human castle was really good. Yes, it will seem like you're watching a ripoff of Lord of the Rings. And I thought that when I watched the trailer. It is somewhat of a ripoff of Lord of the Rings, but they do it in a unique and cool way that sets it apart. So there are some aspects from Lord of the Rings that are in this film, especially the final castle battle. But if you can try to shut that part of your brain off, I think you'll enjoy it a lot more like I was able to. And last two things for positives. I was actually shocked. Spoilers if you guys haven't seen the movie. I was shocked that they actually had the balls to kill Maleficent. And then they had to revive her. And make her return as this really weird dragon that does nothing. I was shocked that they had the balls to kill Maleficent, and I was kind of hoping that maybe that's how they would end the movie. Was Maleficent sacrificing herself for Aurora? But, it's Maleficent. They couldn't keep her dead, I guess. I really wish they would have kept her dead. And then the film does have a very good conclusion. For negatives, it's kind of weird how Disney Plus is releasing films and other content on their platform. You can watch Maleficent, Mistress of Evil right now, but you cannot watch the original Maleficent until October 1st, 2020 on Disney Plus. So at the time of me making this video, it is May 21st, 2020. So I've got to wait June, July, August, September, October. I gotta wait like almost 5-6 months before I can rewatch the original Maleficent on Disney Plus. That's really a bad problem. Why did they not release Maleficent alongside with Maleficent, Mistress of Evil? That makes no sense to me. I mean, the original Maleficent is what, 5-6 years old? Please explain that to me, okay? Also, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, it doesn't act like a sequel to the first film. I've seen the first Maleficent film. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil does not feel like a sequel. It doesn't seem to care about the Maleficent events at all. Like, there's no, like, real big tie-ins or threads that are tied up. Nothing. It's just, like, you have to watch Maleficent, Mistress of Evil after watching Sleeping Beauty. You'll enjoy it more that way, I guess. This film is worth watching on Disney Plus, but owning it on disc or digitally, honestly, is not worth it. And this film is a watch once and done. Like, I hate to break it to you guys, but I watched this film a couple days ago before filming this, and I really don't remember much. It's a forgettable film, and I hate to say that about Disney movies, but it's forgettable. Honestly, I remember Sleeping Beauty a lot more, just because not only is it a classic, but there's certain elements in it that just stick in your brain. With Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, things just constantly happen with no explanation. You don't care what's going on. There's numerous characters in this film that just do one thing, and their character names, even if they're told, they're completely forgettable. Like, I remember this one servant for the queen, and she's like I guess maybe a general or a lieutenant or something. I don't think they even give her her name, and she's just in charge of doing stuff, and she's constantly trying to kill Maleficent with a bow and arrow. And I'm like, who are you? Why should I care about what you're doing? Why should I care that you die? I don't. Um, the film also doesn't try to hide who the true villain and true hero is, which means there's no surprises. Like in the movie, everyone thinks that Maleficent is evil. But they're also telling you that the human queen is actually the villain that is blaming Maleficent for all the problems. Like the true villain is the human queen. But she keeps doing all this secret stuff around everybody, making it where everyone thinks that Maleficent is the bad guy. When in turn, Maleficent is the good guy and the human queen is the villain. And they literally just tell you that within the first half an hour. There's no surprises in this film. There's no suspense. There's nothing in it that keeps you engaged. Last two things I want to talk about to wrap up this video. As many people die in this film, but because of the lack of character development for them, I didn't have any emotional connection. I didn't care that they die. I was like, whatever. I guess this character's purpose in this film is done. I don't care that you're dead. I don't. It's like watching the Black Cauldron, and when the puppy dog dies, and you haven't had that length of emotional connection to him because he's funny and he wants to have friends. If they stripped all that emotional connection away from that dog in the Black Cauldron, for example, you wouldn't care that he sacrifices himself at the end. That's the problem in this film, is people constantly are sacrificing themselves or they get killed off in a 1v1, but you don't care because there's no character development. You haven't had a proper time with these characters. And it's not like there's a ton of characters in this film. It's just this film has characters and they don't know who they want to spend the proper amount of time with to develop them. And lastly, I pray that they don't make another one of these. Because the ending of this film is perfect. They end the Maleficent / Sleeping Beauty storyline on a high note. They leave it on a good note. If they end up making a Maleficent 3, which it's Disney, why not if it makes them money? But I don't want them to, because this ends the storyline. I mean, I thought the original Maleficent ended it, but this one tops the ending of the first Maleficent. This one ends it, and they don't need to do any more. Unfortunately, because Disney, they probably will end up doing so. Guys, it's a good movie. It's an okay movie. I can't say it's great. It's not amazing. It's not spectacular. It's not fabulous. Watch it if you got Disney Plus. Once. That's about it. That's all I can say. So it's a decent 2-hour-ish film, but it's going to be forgettable. Watch Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty, the original Disney film, Sleeping Beauty, is 1,000 times better than this. And I can say that proudly that, you know, they keep trying to do all these remakes. Disney keeps trying to do all these live-action remakes, and they just keep proving time and time again that the original film, the original vision, the original concept is still the best. And you constantly trying to make live-action remakes and twist things around for your own personal agenda keeps sinking your ship, Disney. And I hope one day you will learn that lesson. But until then, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. With that, I'm giving Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, a 7.5 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.